Did you know that during World War II, Germany had over 10,000 secret weapons in development? Welcome, history enthusiasts and curious minds alike. Today we delve into the intriguing world of Germany during the Second World War. The era of the early to mid-20th century was a tumultuous time for the world, and Germany was at the epicenter of it all. From the rise of the National Socialist German Workers' Party to the end of the war, Germany's story is riveting, filled with surprising twists and turns. The Second World War was a time that saw the world polarized into two opposing factions. Germany, under the leadership of Adolf Hitler, played a pivotal role in the shaping of the world as we know it today. This was a period that showcased the best and worst of human nature, a period of extreme ideologies, and a period that forever changed the course of history. Germany's role in World War II is often simplified to the rise of Hitler and the horrors of the Holocaust. However, the country's story during this period is much more complex and nuanced. It's a tale of ambition, fear, desperation, and ultimately, devastation. It's a narrative marked by technological advancements, strategic blunders, and human resilience. Today, we're going to peel back the layers of history and reveal 15 shocking facts about Germany and World War II. We'll explore the rise and fall of the Third Reich, the Blitzkrieg Tactics, the Enigma Machine, Operation Barbarossa, and many more aspects that aren't usually highlighted in common historical narratives. So, buckle up as we embark on this historical journey, unearthing the lesser-known aspects of one of the most significant periods in human history. We'll dive into the depths of World War II, digging into the events that happened behind the scenes, the strategies that were employed, and the people who made it all happen. Get ready to have your mind blown with these little-known historical truths. Who was Adolf Hitler before he became the infamous dictator we know today? Adolf Hitler, born in Austria in 1889, was initially far from the monstrous figure we recognize. He aspired to be an artist, a dream quashed by his stern father. After his father's death, he moved to Vienna, where he lived in poverty, his aspirations unfulfilled. The turning point came with World War I. Hitler enlisted in the German army, earning several awards for bravery. Post-war Germany was in shambles, its people disillusioned. Hitler found his calling in politics, joining the German Workers' Party, later transformed into the infamous Nazi Party. His charisma and fiery speeches resonated with the disgruntled masses, pushing him up the political ladder. In 1933, he ascended to the position of Chancellor of Germany, and within 2 years, he had consolidated absolute power. From a struggling artist to a world-renowned dictator, Hitler's journey was nothing but extraordinary. Ever heard of the term Blitzkrieg? Let's dig into this military strategy. The Blitzkrieg, a German word meaning lightning war, was a military tactic designed to create disorganization among enemy forces through the use of mobile forces and locally concentrated firepower. Its successful execution results in short military campaigns, which preserves human lives and limits the expenditure of artillery. This revolutionary strategy was first applied by the Germans in World War II, and is largely attributed to the swift victories achieved by Germany early in the war. It involved the rapid movement of infantry, tanks, and artillery through enemy lines, often bypassing fortifications and surrounding enemy units. Its effectiveness lay not just in speed but also in the element of surprise. Blitzkrieg was not just a mere military tactic, but it was the manifestation of a state of mind carefully nurtured by the German military. It was a strategy that emphasized speed, concentration, and audacity. Blitzkrieg, a lightning war indeed, changed the course of World War II. Germany's coded messages were one of the most fascinating aspects of World War II. Ever heard of the Enigma Machine? This complex device, a true testament to the ingenuity of German engineering, was used extensively during the war to encrypt and decrypt secret messages. Born out of an era of innovation, the Enigma Machine was invented by a German engineer named Arthur Scherbius at the end of World War I. Its purpose to ensure that sensitive information remained out of enemy hands. With its rotating mechanical rotors, it could generate a staggering 159 quintillion possible settings, making each message virtually uncrackable. But as the war raged on, the tides turned. A team of brilliant code breakers at Bletchley Park in the United Kingdom, led by the renowned mathematician Alan Turing, managed to crack the Enigma's code, giving the Allies a decisive advantage. The Enigma Machine, a marvel of German engineering, was ultimately a double-edged sword. Operation Barbarossa, ever wondered what it was about? Let's delve into this pivotal moment in World War II. Operation Barbarossa, named after Frederick Barbarossa, the medieval German monarch, was a code name for Nazi Germany's invasion of the Soviet Union launched on June 22, 1941. This marked a significant turn of events as it broke the non-aggression pact between Germany and the Soviet Union. The primary objective of Operation Barbarossa was to seize the vast expanse of the Soviet territories, rich in resources, particularly Ukraine's breadbasket, and the oil fields of the Caucasus. Hitler believed that this invasion would secure Germany's eastern flank and provide the necessary resources for the ongoing war against Britain. But Operation Barbarossa was not just about securing resources. Hitler, with his ideological hatred towards Bolshevism, aimed to destroy the Soviet Union's political structure and replace it with Nazi rule. The plan was to decimate the Soviet Red Army, capture Moscow, and establish Nazi hegemony. However, Operation Barbarossa did not go as planned for Germany. The Red Army, despite suffering heavy initial losses, proved resilient. The harsh Russian winter, infamous for having defeated Napoleon's Grand Army, played its part too. German soldiers were ill-prepared for the severe cold, and their supply lines stretched thin. The invasion's failure had a profound impact on the course of the war. It opened up the Eastern Front, which would drain significant German resources and manpower. This diversion allowed the Allies time to regroup and plan their counteroffensive, eventually leading to Germany's downfall. In retrospect, Operation Barbarossa was a gamble that Hitler lost. It revealed the limitations of the Blitzkrieg Tactics and marked the beginning of the end for Nazi Germany. While the operation did bring initial successes, its ultimate failure cost Germany the war. So there you have it, Operation Barbarossa, a gamble that cost Germany the war. It's a chilling reminder of the perils of overambition and the unpredictable nature of warfare. The Holocaust, one of the darkest chapters in human history. But how much do you really know? The Holocaust, a systematic state-sponsored genocide perpetrated by Nazi Germany and its collaborators, is a chilling testament to the depths of human cruelty. It was a systematic extermination that resulted in the deaths of 6 million Jews, representing approximately 2/3 of Europe's Jewish population. This horrifying event was not a spontaneous act, but a carefully orchestrated plan, conceived and executed under the regime of Adolf Hitler. The final solution, as it was euphemistically called, was a blueprint for genocide, aiming to wipe out the entire Jewish population in Europe. The scale of the Holocaust is almost incomprehensible. It extended across all of Nazi-occupied Europe, from France in the west to the Soviet Union in the east. Concentration camps and death camps, such as Auschwitz and Treblinka, were established, where millions of people were systematically murdered. The Holocaust not only targeted Jews, but also other groups deemed undesirable by the Nazi regime. This included Romani people, disabled individuals, political dissidents, homosexuals, and others. In total, an estimated 11 million people lost their lives during this horrific period. The impact of the Holocaust reverberates even today. It has shaped our understanding of genocide, leading to the establishment of legal principles and international laws to prevent such atrocities. The Holocaust has also left an indelible mark on Jewish identity and culture, with the memory of this event shaping Jewish consciousness and influencing Jewish thought and literature. And yet, despite the horror and the pain, the Holocaust also brought to light stories of resilience, courage, and hope. Stories of people who risked everything to save others, of survivors who rebuilt their lives from the ashes, serve as a testament to the enduring spirit of humanity. The Holocaust, a grim reminder of the depths of human cruelty. It is a chapter of history that we must never forget, for in remembering, we honor the victims and ensure that such atrocities are never repeated. Berlin, the heart of Nazi Germany, but how did it fall? As the sun rose on April 16, 1945, the Soviet Union initiated the Battle of Berlin, the final major offensive of the European theater. This massive onslaught on Hitler's stronghold was designed to decimate the Nazi regime and bring a swift end to World War II. The Red Army, numbering over 2.5 million soldiers, descended on the city from the east. They faced a German force of just 750,000, many of whom were elderly men and teenage boys, hastily drafted into the Volkssturm, Germany's last-ditch defense force. Despite this disparity, the defenders of Berlin fought tooth and nail to protect their city. The fighting was brutal, often hand-to-hand, as the Soviets slowly pushed their way into the heart of the city. By April 30th, Soviet soldiers were within a stone's throw of the Reichstag, the symbolic heart of Nazi Germany. Hitler, realizing the end was near, took his own life in his bunker beneath the city. On May 2nd, General Helmut Weidling, the commander of the Berlin defense area, unconditionally surrendered the city to the Soviets. The battle, which had raged for just over 2 weeks, was finally over. The fall of Berlin marked the end of the Third Reich and signaled the conclusion of World War II in Europe. The city itself was left in ruins, its once grand buildings reduced to rubble, its people left to pick up the pieces. But the fall of Berlin was more than just a military victory. It was a symbol of the end of a dark era in human history. It was the beginning of a new chapter, one in which the world would grapple with the aftermath of the atrocities committed by the Nazi regime. Berlin's fall marked the end of a dark era, but the scars remain. The echoes of the past still linger in the city's streets, serving as a poignant reminder of the cost of war and the importance of peace. What happened to Germany after the war? Let's find out. As the dust of World War II settled, Germany found itself in a state of utter disarray. Its cities lay in ruins, its economy was in shambles, and its people were grappling with the atrocities committed during the Holocaust. But amidst this turmoil, a new chapter was about to begin for Germany. Following the Potsdam Conference, Germany was divided into 4 occupation zones, each controlled by one of the victorious allies: the United States, Great Britain, France, and the Soviet Union. This division was initially intended to be temporary, but political tensions quickly escalated and led to the formation of 2 separate German states in 1949. West Germany, officially known as the Federal Republic of Germany, was formed from the American, British, and French zones. It quickly became a capitalist state with a strong economy, thanks in large part to the Marshall Plan, which provided billions of dollars in aid to help rebuild Western Europe. East Germany, or the German Democratic Republic, was established in the Soviet zone. It became a socialist state under the influence of the Soviet Union, and its economy was centrally planned and controlled. The standard of living in East Germany lagged behind that of its Western counterpart, leading to a mass exodus of people from east to west. To stop this, the East German government erected the Berlin Wall in 1961, physically and symbolically dividing the city of Berlin. This infamous wall became a stark symbol of the ideological divide between East and West, not just in Germany, but across the globe. But the wall couldn't stand forever. In 1989, amidst widespread protests and increasing political pressure, the Berlin Wall fell, marking the beginning of the end for East Germany. Less than a year later, Germany was officially reunified, marking a new era of peace and prosperity. Post-war Germany, a country divided, a nation reborn. So how many of these shocking facts did you know? As we've journeyed through this historical labyrinth, we've uncovered some truly astounding secrets that have been tucked away in the annals of World War II. Remember when we discussed Hitler's meteoric rise to power? It's still astonishing to think that one man with his potent blend of charisma and rhetoric could sway an entire nation, plunging the world into one of its darkest periods. And let's not forget the Blitzkrieg, a lightning-fast warfare technique that took European nations by surprise, demonstrating Germany's military prowess in a manner that was both terrifying and awe-inspiring. We also delved into the mystery of the Enigma Machine, a device so complex and ingenious that it kept the Allies guessing for years. This piece of technology was a testament to the ingenuity and tenacity of those who sought to crack its code and ultimately turn the tide of the war. Then there was Operation Barbarossa, the largest invasion in human history. The sheer scale and audacity of this operation was a stark reminder of the lengths to which nations will go in pursuit of power. And of course, the Holocaust, a horrific genocide that stands as a chilling testament to the depths of human cruelty. It's a chapter of history that we must never forget lest we risk repeating it. We also touched upon the fall of Berlin, a significant turning point in the war that marked the beginning of the end for Nazi Germany. The city's downfall symbolized the crumbling of an empire built on fear and aggression. Finally, we looked at post-war Germany, a nation left in ruins but determined to rebuild and move forward. The resilience and strength of the German people during this time is a testament to the indomitable human spirit. Thank you for joining this historical journey. Don't forget to subscribe for more exciting videos. Until next time, keep exploring history.